Hello, entrepreneurship students, and welcome to week one. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how the class is set up and walk you through the assignments for this week so that you know how to participate and you can check back on this video and make sure that you're hitting all the assignments when they need to be hit. Well, let's begin. We're going to start with the Schoology site and you are going to log into your Schoology site and you're going to see a folder called Entrepreneurs Are Prolific Problem Solvers. And I love this quote, and this is a motto that we're going to live by all semester, that we entrepreneurs are prolific problem solvers. And prolific means can generate many. And so entrepreneurs are solve problems, but they don't just solve one problem, they solve many, 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 many problems. And this is just a beautiful idea and something that we are going to work towards. So, boom, let's click into there. Now, I see a bunch of weeks here, but that's because I'm the teacher. You're probably only going to see week one. So, click into week one, and you're going to see two folders. You're going to see one that says RD, Side Hustles. RD stands for reading. So you know that, hey, in this folder, I got to do some reading. You're going to see one called JE, Find a Problem in Your Life. And JE stands for journal entry. And so you know in this folder, you're going to have to do a weekly journal entry. And so you're going to always see these categories of folders. Well, let's click into RD and see what we got. Interesting. So again, we got a bunch of RDs, readings. So RD, side hustle, subscription box, and then in brackets, I got the directions read. So you know you got to read this. You got to read this PDF right here. Let's click in and see what it looks like. Okay, so here it is right here. Subscription box service delivers candy from Japan. And so you're going to read this. It's not long. It's like 1.5 pages, but you're going to love it. It is a story about a guy who started a business as an entrepreneur, and you're gonna love it. So I'm not gonna tell you about it anymore. You can go read about it yourself. And then here is his website. So you can see I have Candy Japan website. I want you to go check out his website and read his website. So you're going to do both of these, and then you're going to come down to our week one reflect. So let's go see what that looks like. So after reading those two things, I want you to answer these two questions. What problem is this business solving? Ooh, that's an interesting question. And I want you to write at least 2 sentences on that. And then what do you think about the subscription business model? So he set his up as a subscription business model. What are the pros and the cons to setting it up that way? See if you can answer that. Maybe you don't know how to answer that yet, but give it a shot and write 3 sentences on it. Now here's how you're going to do that. You're going to come down into this box right here, and you're going to type number 1. What are the problems this business is solving? So you're going to type your answer. I think this business is solving this problem for the customer, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to write a couple sentences on that. You're going to hit enter. Number 2, what do you think about the subscription business model? What are the pros and cons? I think the subscription business model is a great choice here because blah 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 blah. Or you could say, I think it's a terrible choice for this business, and here's why I think that. And I ask you for the pros and the cons of the subscription business model. So you have to also answer the pros of subscription business model are, and the cons of the subscription model are. So you're going to answer all that in this here. When you're done, hit post. Boom. So pretty exciting. You're going to learn a lot from this reading, and then you're going to be able to reflect on it. So that gets us to our reading for the week. That's where that is. Now let's go down to our journal entry. So here's our journal entry. Now, before I show you this, most of our weeks we're going to have these journal entries. You're going to be keeping what we call an entrepreneurial's journal. Try to say that quickly. Entrepreneur's journal. So you as an entrepreneur are literally going to keep a journal of all of your brilliant ideas. This is what inventors and entrepreneurs do. They keep a journal of all of their brilliant ideas and they carry it around with them. When they're on the bus, they're sketching ideas. When they're in the car, they're taking notes on things that they could do better in life. When they're in school, they're jotting down ideas. This we're not going to confuse this journal. We're not going to mix it with anything else. This is only for you and your entrepreneurial brilliancy. You're not going to put your math homework in here or your social studies or your work, blah, blah, blah. This is only for your entrepreneurial efforts. Now, I want this to literally be a notebook. So a physical notebook. This isn't going to be on your phone. This isn't going to be on your computer or on your iPad. I want you to get a physical notebook. Number one. Number two, I prefer it to have these spiral bound so you can flip the page all the way over. Um, and it's just much easier to write on. So that's what you need. You need a journal for this class. Now, we're going to be doing these weekly journal entries in here. And then when you're done with it, you're going to take a picture of it with your iPad and you're going to upload that picture to Schoology. Well, let's go see what that looks like. So here's Schoology. Here is week one. Here's our first journal entry. Find a problem in your life. Boom. Let's click in here and see what we get. So, in your entrepreneurial journal, find 3 problems in your life as a student, an athlete, a sibling, etc., and list them all in your journal. Once you're done, take a picture of your journal and submit it here. Now, for each of these problems that you find, I want you to describe each of the problems, when you encounter them, how you currently deal with them. You overcome them somehow right now, so describe how you deal with them right now. Each of the problems should have about 150 words dedicated to them. Some questions you can ask yourself to help you get started. What wasted your time today? Who needed your help today? Doing what? What did you complain about today? Etc. And so you can read over these and help you get some ideas about what to write about. So that's it, you guys. This is how we're going to start thinking about ideas to launch businesses. You have a problem. Guess what? If you are experiencing a problem, guess what? Um, Thousands of other people are experiencing the same problem. And if you can figure out an elegant solution to it, you may be sitting on a business that you can run. So isn't that fun? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be entrepreneurs here. And entrepreneurs are what? We are prolific problem solvers. We solve problems. And that's what this is all about. So that is the kind of what we're gonna do this week. You got a reading. Now I set the reading due date for Thursday night. So you got to have all this reading stuff in by Thursday night. And I set this journal entry due for Saturday night. So you have a complete week to do this. Um, Plenty of time, you guys. You guys are gonna nail it. And so I'm not worried at all. If there are questions, reach out to me as soon as possible. But I'm really looking forward to seeing the great work that you guys do, and we will be in touch about all the great cool stuff you guys are doing.